Imagine a world millions of years ago where giant insects ruled both land and sky. Creatures so large and powerful, they were the undisputed rulers of Earth. How did these giant insects come to be, and why don't we see them today? Our story begins during the Carboniferous period, around 359 million years ago, long before the reign of the dinosaurs, in an era of immense change on our planet.
During this time, Earth's landmasses slowly merged to form the supercontinent Pangea, creating a warm, tropical and uniform climate. Vast swamps and tropical forests stretched as far as the eye could see. As the landmasses drifted and collided, new ecosystems emerged. Floodplains and swamplands spread across the globe, teeming with life. These lush environments were home to a dizzying array of plants and animals, creating a vibrant green world where life flourished. Among the residents of this ancient world were early amphibians and an explosion of plant life. Towering trees and large seed ferns dominated the landscape, while the first conifers began to take root. This was a time of incredible biological innovation, setting the stage for millions of years of evolutionary diversity. As plants evolved and flourished, so too did the animal kingdom. Among these were the insects, a group that would soon rise to unparalleled dominance. About 323 million years ago, something extraordinary happened. An unprecedented period of gigantism began. Insects grew to sizes unimaginable today, becoming some of the largest predators in their ecosystems. One of the most famous of these giant insects was Meganeura, a creature resembling a dragonfly, but with a wingspan of up to 70 centimeters, about the size of a modern pigeon. Imagine walking through a dense prehistoric forest and hearing the beating wings of Meganeura overhead. This airborne predator would swoop down from the skies, using its sharp mandibles to snatch up its prey. For much of the Carboniferous period, insects like Meganeura were the only animals capable of flight, making them the undisputed rulers of the skies. But the skies weren't the only place where giant insects roamed. On the forest floor, an even larger creature crawled among the trees, Arthropleura. This prehistoric myriapod, similar to a modern millipede, could grow over 2 meters long. Covered in armored plates and sporting numerous legs, Arthropleura was an imposing sight. Despite its fearsome appearance, this giant was likely an herbivore, feeding on the abundant plant matter around it. Imagine a creature that large, scuttling through the dense underbrush, minding its own business as it searched for its next meal. While Arthropleura may not have been a dangerous predator, it shared its world with another terrifying arthropod, Pulmonoscorpius, the lung scorpion. This giant relative of modern-day scorpions grew up to 70 centimeters long, dwarfing any scorpion you'd find today. With its large eyes, armored body and sharp stinger, Pulmonoscorpius was a fearsome predator. It likely hunted a variety of prey, from amphibians and early amniotes to other arthropods. Imagine navigating the dense, humid swamps only to come face to face with this monstrous scorpion. It's enough to make your skin crawl. But why were these insects so large? What made the Carboniferous period so unique that it could produce such gigantic creatures? Paleontologists have pondered this question for decades, and while there are many theories, one of the most compelling explanations is the high levels of oxygen in the atmosphere during this time. The late Carboniferous period saw Earth's atmosphere containing significantly more oxygen than it does today. This period of hyperoxia, or oxygen abundance, may have allowed insects to grow to record-breaking sizes. With more oxygen available, these creatures could have had higher metabolic rates, supporting larger bodies and more active lifestyles. However, while hyperoxia is a strong contender, other factors, like the lack of flying predators and decreased competition, may have also played a role in the rise of giant insects. Of course, the Carboniferous wasn't just home to giant insects. It was a period of incredible diversity, with all kinds of creepy crawlies making their mark on the prehistoric world, from early cockroaches and mayflies to the ancestors of grasshoppers and crickets. Insects were flourishing in every corner of the swamps and forests. Some insects evolved remarkable adaptations to help them survive. Winged insects, for example, developed winglets and folding wings, giving them greater mobility and allowing them to evade predators or explore new environments. These early flyers were the pioneers of the skies, paving the way for the countless species that would come after them. But it wasn't just insects that thrived during the Carboniferous. Other arthropods, like the first true spiders, were also making their mark. These early spiders had 8 legs and produced silk, much like their modern descendants. They likely lived in the dense coal forests, hiding in burrows and waiting to ambush unsuspecting prey. In 1980, a paleontologist in Argentina discovered what appeared to be the largest spider ever found, with a leg span of approximately 50 centimeters. But this wasn't a spider at all. Instead, it was a member of an extinct group of arthropods known as eurypterids, or sea scorpions. These terrifying marine predators could grow up to 2.6 meters long, surpassing Arthropleura as the largest arthropods ever to roam the Earth. While the largest eurypterids had already gone extinct by the Upper Carboniferous, smaller species still thrived in river deltas, snatching up fish and smaller arthropods with their powerful claws. As the Carboniferous period came to a close, Earth's ecosystems continued to evolve. The Permian period saw the rise of early reptiles and mammals, which brought new competition to the world of insects. Some of these early reptiles, like gliding lizards, preyed on the once dominant insects, driving them to adapt or perish. Smaller insects began to flourish, carving out new ecological niches and developing new survival strategies. The first insects capable of metamorphosis appeared during this time, laying the groundwork for the vast diversity we see in insects today. However, this era of incredible change came to an abrupt end with a mass extinction event that wiped out many species. Yet, despite these challenges, insects remained resilient, continuing to evolve and adapt, eventually becoming the most numerous creatures on our planet. The Carboniferous period was a time of remarkable change and diversity on Earth. The assembly of Pangea reshaped our planet's surface, creating environments where new forms of life could thrive. It was an era that gave rise to the ancestors of modern plants